You mean is your lungs strong?
Yes.
Yeah. So now say, I'm removing the effects of the alien irradiation.
I'm removing the effects of the alien irradiation.
And when your finger moves, your lung will be... Okay, you got it. Okay. So that... And now test, is my lung strong?
Is my lung strong? Yes.
Okay. And you have to do this with all the organs on the upper part of your body.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you for teaching me this. I love it. I will do it.
Okay. Now, okay, to take this up a notch, okay, and let's just kick this whole thing up a notch. I want to demonstrate how to use psychic powers to lose weight fast. Okay? How to use psychic powers in metabolic control. And so I'm going to go to Ross and do this with you. And Keely, you chime in, okay, if you want, with this. But we're actually going to do something here. So Ross, I want you to hold your finger up and test here. And I want to ask, do I have any things that cause me to feel empty? Like any dysfunctions, immune dysfunctions, missing functions, pathologies that cause me to feel a feeling of emptiness and needing something? See if you get a signal on that.
Yes.
Okay. So what comes? Let's use what comes to your mind. We're going to just use pure psychic abilities here, okay? So we're not going to use any of the lists in the web college. We're just going to use psychic abilities. Keep your finger up so you can test what pops into your mind. Okay? So what comes to mind?
Not feeling loved enough.
Test that.
No.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Not loving enough.
Test.
No.
How about wanting love?
Wanting love. Is it wanting love? Yes.
Okay. So is this one of the alien disabilities?
Is this one of the alien disabilities? Yes.
Okay. So we're going to remove this. So test this question.
Okay.
Okay. Irradiated by aliens 4,500 years ago.
Was I irradiated from aliens? Can you repeat the time?
Yeah, just 4,500 years ago.
45,000?
4,500.
4,500 years ago. Yes.
Okay.
It took a moment to get the signal.
Okay.
But it's yes.
Now, like a huge number of people on this planet, and we're all still, most people have been on this planet who are on the planet have been around for the last 13,000 years when the time cycle began, around 13,000 years ago. And so, like most of us were irradiated by aliens at 4,500 years ago, and so we have this disability. So now, hold your finger up and test, did I remove it?
Did I remove it? Yes.
Okay. Now, do you know how to test your organs with your other hand? Well, hold up your finger. Hold up your finger like you just were. Now, do you know how to point to organs with your other hand and connect with the organ point for each organ? Did you ever do that?
No, I've never done that. When I work with organs, I just name the organ.
Okay. Well, I just want to experiment with this a little bit. So hold your other hand up where we can see it. Okay?
Yes.
Now, point your middle finger to your lung. But keep all your fingers out straight. And point your middle finger to your lung. Don't touch your body.
Okay.
Keep your finger away from your body, a little more away from your body. So you're going to make a connection, an energy connection between the middle finger, with all the other fingers should be pointing, including the thumb, towards your body. But your middle finger will connect right at the organ point for your lung. I found mine. And just move it around, move the finger around till you find the organ point. And then when you find it, your other finger will move, or whatever. You'll get a signal. When you're on the organ point, you'll get a signal. Got it?
Yes.
Did you stay on it? Are you still connected with it?
Yes.
Okay, test if it's strong.
Is it strong? No, I get no.
Okay.
You mean is your lung strong?
Yes.
Yeah. So now say, I'm removing the effects of the alien irradiation.
I'm removing the effects of the alien irradiation.
And when your finger moves, your lung will be...
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Okay. So that, and now test, is my lung strong?
Is my lung strong? Yes.
Okay. And you have to do this with all the organs on the upper part of your body.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you for teaching me this. I love it. I will do it.
Okay, and there's a diagram in the Web College in the organs application of Skill 1 that has all of the organ points. And what you're supposed to do is you actually have to find them the way I just showed you. But the diagram shows you approximately where to search for them.
Yeah. I have the diagram.
Okay, and that's how you search, just like that. And you strengthen all your organs this way, and this should never come back.
So I do it just once.
Well, you can test yourself for it at some point in the future, but you probably will never find it again. Also, once you strengthen, once you undo it, it probably is. They'd have to irradiate you again to give it back to you.
Those bastards. Why did they do that to me in the first place?
To everybody on Earth at that time. They did it to keep us down. That's what they did it, to keep us down.
You can still society. I mean, you can still see the effects of it. Yeah,
everybody's walking around in this. They're still this way. And if you look at the thousands of years and the wars and the awful things that have happened, and because
the way the economy is set up,
because everybody's weak.
We'll control everything.
Everybody's weak. Yes. They have organ weakness.
Absolutely, it makes sense.
And they're trying to.
I just have a question. Do I have to do the same thing with my other lung?
No, you have to do it with all the organs on the upper part of your body.
Okay, but when I have two organs,
you do the right and the left lung. Yeah, you can do both. You do them.
Well, it might have come back. You could test it and see if it's come back.
Okay.
Why don't you test it right now? Find the point for the other lung. Hold your finger up and see if it's back. By the way, the interesting thing about this is that your organs will test as strong in other situations. It's only when you're working this disability that they test as weak. You brought it back. It's back? It's okay?
I get no signal.
Okay, so are you finding the points?
I get no signal on the point.
Okay, so you found the point. Can you feel the point with your finger?
No. Give me a second.
First find the point and then see if it's strong.
Okay, found it.
Okay, now see if it's strong.
Is my lung strong? No.
Okay, bring it back.
Okay, I'm bringing my organ back now.
Removing the effects of alien irradiation. Got it?
I'm removing the effects of alien radiation.
I thought you just got a signal there, did you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really fast. But I'm telling you, your organs will only test strong when you're testing for this. And when you find that weakness, it means that you were. It's just a way of testing for the irradiation. But even though the organs were strong, there's got to have been a way in which they weren't strong, and you can see what it was, because what you tested for was this love thing, wanting love, which is see, it's not feeling unloved or not feeling loving enough and all this stuff. It's wanting love, which is it only tests as those words, which is the alien disability. 4,500 years ago. There's another one. There are 8 lower dimensional disabilities, and there's a lesson on them, and they're listed in the lesson, and you have to test yourself for all of them. They're not all alien disabilities. There's only 2 that we know of.
Okay. Anyway, my wanting love was the consequence of this alien irradiation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you should stop wanting love in that way, in that pathological way. Once you've completed doing this, you have to complete it off camera. I don't want to spend, like, we'd have to spend the whole movie on it. I don't want to do that. But so when you're by yourself, but this is how psychic abilities are used to control metabolism. And as
but
people,
only the organs on the upper part of my body.
Well, the lower ones are another disability.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are the 6,300 year ago one.
Oh my God.
But you can find the lesson in the web college.
I discovered.
It's not in the organ lesson.
I think it might be in the functions. Might be in the functions.
In the functions.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You can find it in the list of lessons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can look under disabilities, lower dimensional.
Disabilities. Okay.
There's all these different lessons on disabilities. There's upper dimensional and lower dimensional disabilities.
Okay.
But see, the point is that all of these things are spiritual problems.
Yeah.
This is what we lump into the spiritual area. All of these things are spiritual problems. They're all accessed through psychic abilities. And as you take them out and they disappear, your control over your metabolism rises.
Yes.
So that's the idea. And my control of my metabolism has risen to the point where I spend all day doing things that are good for me, and I don't do anything that's bad for me generally. Most of the time, anyway. And I still have to work up myself all day, but I have a better life and so on, so, and I'm skinny, like you guys, and you're skinny because you have to realize that you have a high degree of control over this, and Keely has always wanted to have this control, and has a very high degree, and always has had. Before we discovered doing this, Keely has always had a very high degree of control of her metabolism. What do you want to say about this, Keely?
Well, actually, the thing I want to say is not exactly related to weight or metabolism, but the whole thing that you just did with Ross shows anybody watching how important it is to have a buddy to test with, because you don't, not only to know some of the complex things that are in the website, which you can always find yourself by testing, even if you're not familiar with the website. You can always go to the lessons and, hover your finger over the list and see where it opens, and that'll tell you what lesson you need. And the lesson might not seem to be directly related to weight or metabolism, but it will have something to do with it, like what Ross just did. But also, like, even when Ross was testing, not one love, but what was the first thing you tested? Not getting enough love or not love?
Yeah.
And then, your buddy, who was fired in that case, said, well, test wanting love. And your buddy will be able to test things that won't occur to you because of the thing that you're working on, which doesn't want you to test the right question because it wants to survive, That's just the way it's set up. So it's, even if you have a buddy who's not experienced in IMMUNICS.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, because they will be able to see things that you don't see, and questions will occur to them that won't occur to you, and you'll move forward together that way. So that's what I wanted to say.
And Ross is a buddy to people. Like your thing, Ross, has been to, like, you're always inviting people to call you, and you help each other, on Skype, right?
Yeah.
What's that been like for you, doing that?
Nice.
Like, who are some
I like doing that.
who are some of the people you've done it with?
Let me think.
Lise, right?
Nate.
Your students Nate, your students at school where you teach
Yes.
English, or an
Yes.
English teacher.
And then now with Emma
Yeah.
Logato.
Emma Gatto, have you talked to her?
Emma Gatto, yes.
Okay, she's